Welcome back to Figure4 Arcade. So we're going to review Raw, which was the 15th. We're going to review Smackdown, which was the 16th. We have our predictions, who won, who lost, for the Extreme Rules and Fight for the Fallen. Let's get into it. So, Fight for the Fallen. Good show.
Well, I didn't get to see it, so this is all you.
So, the Brandy versus Allie match. We both voted for Brandy, so we both won that one. Kenny versus Seema. Seema, they fought hard. They fought really, really hard. But Kenny won.
I wouldn't expect any less.
It was a really, really good match. Rhodes versus the Bucks. This was towards the end of the night. This was the very last match. I remember because when I went there, we were outside, so it was hot. We live in Florida. It was hot. And I'm thinking because we went to CEO, right? So I'm thinking CEO is going to be cold because it was in a building. Right?
You should have known where the stadium was at.
Yes, I should have.
The stadium is always outside.
Yeah, I did not know that. I did not know that. So me thinking it's going to be in an AC building. What did I do? I had a hoodie, a thin hoodie, but a hoodie nonetheless, and jeans. And I was hot. So the match started. That match started at 11:30, and the announcer announces, and he's like, "Ladies and gentlemen, this match is scheduled for one fall."
Was it in the middle of the day?
No, it was 11:30 at night.
Oh, at night.
At night.
I'm like, what?
Yeah, 11:30 at night.
11:30.
So he says this match is scheduled for one fall with a 60-minute time limit, and I was like, I'm gonna die. It's so hot.
At 11:30 at night?
11:30 at night.
It was pretty cool that day.
No.
Over here, anyway.
Jacksonville, it was not. So, I remember halfway through the match, the announcer goes, 30 minutes up, 30 minutes remaining. And you hear the crowd just go, oh. So I think they did like a rest hold, and they were like, we need to finish this now. We need to finish it now. So
they did a rest hold on a tag team match.
Yeah. So that way they could communicate, and the Bucks won. It was a really, really good match. After the match, Cody Rhodes cut a promo. They donated the proceeds to Farah and Farah. Mm-hmm. And they won. They gave them $150,000, so that was really nice. And then one of the promos that he cut is you can't counter program All Elite Wrestling because WWE had their Evolve on the WWE
on the
network.
same day. I saw that. I didn't see that, but I heard about it. It's actually pretty good from what I've heard. I
didn't see that.
Evolve was pretty good.
I got it. I'm gonna watch it on the network.
I didn't even know Evolve was a thing going on with WWE. Well, what was that about?
So I think it's like new and upcoming stars. So I know, I just like NXT stars.
I just saw a lot of NXT. Wrestlers.
A lot of NXT.
Is this
stars.
like an NXT pay per view?
I think so. Not like it's. I don't think it's like Takeover.
Because I heard it was free.
Yeah, it's on the WWE network. Mm. So he said you can't counter program, and then he was like, he asked the crowd if they're coming with him in October for the weekly show, and everybody cheered AEW. So
a pop shot at WWE.
Yeah, another one.
Technically, the first one.
The first one for me was when he went to. They were at
Double or Nothing.
Double or Nothing.
Double or Nothing thing.
And he took a sledgehammer in the way that Triple H takes a sledgehammer, and then breaks the throne.
But I think that's just fans.
I don't know.
No.
The throne looked exactly like Triple H's logo.
Well, I don't really.
Just saying.
I'm just it's symbolism. I mean, like, people are just only gonna see like, oh, it's Triple H's thing. He's taking the sledgehammer to it. That's all they see on the outside. This is not what it actually meant for them as a company. And wrestlers from the former company.
Mm-hmm.
What it means to them, kind of. So like it wasn't
breaking the mold.
It wasn't necessarily a pop shot at WWE. It's just taking a shot at what they made wrestling.
Oh, what they made wrestling into?
So, yeah.
Maybe. That's
like,
true.
it's not really... Where wrestling hasn't been wrestling...
Are you saying...
Unless you've been watching or paying attention to the indies.
Mm-hmm. Are you saying you didn't like Stardust? As a gimmick?
I didn't like Stardust as a gimmick, but it grew on me. It was just the weirdest thing I've ever seen for Cody Rhodes to do. He went from legacy to this, and I was just like, okay, I mean, this is... Alright, whatever.
So the next match was Page, Hangman Adam Page versus Kip Sapien. This was a really good match. I got the point because I thought Page was going to win.
I saw on Twitter, Page has like a black eye or something.
Page has a black eye and 2 stitches.
Yeah, because I saw that on Twitter, on the AEW Twitter, on his Twitter. I don't know which Twitter was.
Because afterwards, Chris Jericho came out dressed up as one of the henchmen from the Dark Order. So he did
that for real?
Yes, he did. Yep, mask and all.
Okay.
He must have been hot because it was all black too. So he comes out and he hits Adam Page a few times, and then he gives him the code breaker, and Adam Page gets back up, and then he gives him the Judas effect.
Okay.
Which I believe should be the Judas's kiss, because I like that better, but whatever.
Yeah, but Judas never kissed anybody.
He kissed Jesus.
Where?
On the cheek, just before he sold out Jesus in the Bible. Bible facts. So Kip Sapien is on the outside, and this guy is yelling in his ear. I don't know what. He was far away from me, so I couldn't hear him. But he's yelling in his ear, and Kip Sapien just turns and looks at him, moves his head up a little bit, and kisses the guy right on the lips.
Oh yes, I saw that.
That was great. The whole crowd was like, "Oh!"
I was like, "Hey, shut up, man!" I was like, "Shut up."
So then, not the next match, because, like I said, we didn't have the card order, but the next one that we have here was the Jimmy Havoc, Darby Allin.
Sean Spears?
No, Darby Allin. Anyway, with Sean Spears, MJF, and but it was a 6-man.
6-man? Who's
That's what Joey Janela was with them.
Joey Janela?
No.
Joey Janela, Havoc, oh man.
Darby Allin.
And Darby Allin, right? Then it was Sean Spears, MJF. Who's the other heel?
I don't know. Can't remember. Anyways, good match. Sean Spears did his finisher and won. We lost that point. Lucha Bros versus CSU? SCU. Sorry. SCU. Lucha Bros won.
I was surprised at that.
Yeah.
What did we say? Why did I say Lucha Bros?
I don't know.
I don't even remember why I said Lucha Bros.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Let us
Because I
know
thought
why.
it was going to be SCU, but never mind. I'm glad I picked Lucha, bro.
And then afterwards, the Lucha Brothers came out. After the Lucha Brothers won, they took a ladder into the ring, and they challenged the Young Bucks to a match at All Out. A ladder match.
Yeah, I
At
saw
All
that
Out.
on Twitter, too. I saw a lot of it on Twitter. I didn't... Yeah.
So then you had Sunny Kiss versus
Peter Avalon.
Peter Avalon, the librarian. Sunny Kiss won. We both got the point. And then they added 2 matches before we recorded the show, and it was pretty good matches. Not Levi Bates. Levi Bates. The doctor. The dentist.
Dr. Britt Baker?
Britt Baker. That match was awesome. It was. I'm not gonna say awesome. It was good. There was a lot of botched spots, but she took a huge bump. Really hurt her head, and when that happened, she went actually and went to tap out to tap her opponent so that way she could take a rest. And she went to the wrong side. Like she took a really bad bump in the head. But it was a really good match. So with that verdict, I have 5 points. He has 5 points.
5 for 5.
5 for 5. Excuse me while I go to my notes. Because now we're going to Raw. Oh, well, we'll go to Extreme Rules. We'll do that real quick. Extreme Rules. We had the Seth, Becky versus Baron Corbin and Lacey Evans. We said that Seth was going to win, but Brock was going to cash in and get the title, and that happened. And I am greatly disappointed.
Next.
Then you had the... What are they called now? The Grave Dogs?
I don't even think they're an official tag team, like, for real. I think it was just like a one-time thing. If they want to do it again, they can do it, but I don't care for them.
Wasn't the Grave Dogs or something like that?
I don't know.
The Hellhounds something. It was a terrible name.
I just don't care.
So, it was Undertaker. What we have here was Undertaker and Roman Reigns versus Shane McMahon and Drew McIntyre. I would love to see a Drew McIntyre Undertaker match.
I don't know. If Undertaker was back in his prime, yeah.
So, Undertaker and Roman Reigns won. So, we both got the point. Then you had Kofi versus Samoa Joe. That was really good.
Could do it.
Really good match.
They're actually making him really strong. I actually like this.
Yeah.
I like this.
Samoa Joe has a nice shiner now. Nice black eye.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember. Because I was watching that. I saw that.
So Kofi won. He got the point. Then you had Bayley versus Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross.
Bayley won. That's all anybody needs to know. That's all everybody needs to know.
Drew Gulak versus Tony Nese. Drew retained. Then he had New Day.
Wait, I thought Tony. No, oh yeah, never mind.
Yeah, Drew.
Never mind.
New Day, Heavy Machinery.
It was New Day, Heavy Machinery, and the team of Danny Bryan and
Rowan. The Earth's Mightiest Heroes.
It was a really good match.
The New Day won, so now they can touch their championship tips.
The tip. Just the tip.
Just the tip. Then you had Aleister Black versus Cesaro. I wanted Cesaro to win.
This was actually a really good match.
And then they had a rematch on Smackdown.
I saw that.
We'll get into that. Black one. Actually, in a few minutes, right?
Yeah, in a few minutes.
Yeah. Then you had Ricochet, United States Championship against AJ Styles. I said AJ was going to win. I got the point. It was a really good match.
It was a good match.
You had Braun Strowman versus Bobby Lashley.
I didn't watch that.
In a one man standing match.
Yeah, it was like there was some cool spots from what I was seeing, but I wasn't really paying attention to it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't care for big man wrestling. It's not entertaining.
No.
But there was some pretty good spots.
Get those tiny guys out there.
Mm-hmm.
Then you had Usos. Oh, Braun won, by the way, so we both got a point. Usos
versus the Revival.
Versus the Revival.
Oh,
Revival is a good team.
They're a good team. They're not doing anything with them.
No, of course not.
So it's not like yay, the Revival's on. This is wrestling next. I'm not. I want to like them more, but from what I'm seeing from them on regular TV and their championship run, I just rather.
No, I agree. Usos lost. Revival won, so he lost a point. So at the end of Extreme Rules, I have 5 points. He has 8 points. So total, I have 10. He has 13. So the next one is
Not for a while.
Not for a while. Showed SummerSlam? SummerSlam, and then August.
No.
August?
It's not August. Hold on, let me check the notes.
And then we have All Out.
All Out, yeah, August 31st.
August 31st, which I'm very excited to see.
So, after that.
So then, let's get into our Raw review.
So, what? July 15th episode?
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. What do we have here? For the first thing, I think it was...
Brock and Paul
Heyman opened up.
Opened the show. And Brock holds the title in his ear, and he's bobbing up and down.
Like a boombox, like he's doing it.
It's a Brock party.
So, I don't understand why... So is Brock finally... Because I know he had a fight recently in UFC.
Did he?
I hear, yeah, I heard he had a fight. I didn't know about it. Like, I was completely oblivious to it, too. Let me make sure I'm right, but I think he did have a fight.
Let me just say this. This episode was Roll Up City. Because every win, most of it was a roll-up. A roll-up victory. So, Paul Heyman says, while he's looking that up, Paul Heyman comes out and says that he is, I don't know if you guys know, but I'm kind of in charge here now. I make the rules. So we're going to have a 10-man battle royale over the top rope for the number one contender spot to face Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Some of those names were good. Some of those names were really, really good. Seth Rollins, Sami Zayn, Roman Reigns, Braun Strowman, Bobby Lashley. So you had some really nice names in there. Baron Corbin. At the end of the day, Seth Rollins won.
Oh, never mind. Okay.
But we'll get into that. That's at the end of the show.
So no. He was supposed to have a fight.
Oh, he was supposed to.
Yeah, he was supposed to have a fight in UFC with Daniel Cormier. He just said no. So okay, I just remember seeing a fight unless it was like a pre-recorded thing.
Because Brock.
So I guess he's done with UFC.
I don't know,
but I don't care. I just don't want Brock to be any kind of champion for any kind of reason. in this current time.
He has the easiest job in the world. All he has to do is stand on Raw for weeks at a time. And, Paul Heyman does the talking. He just stands there, looks intimidating.
And smiles.
Looks at the people. Maybe bops around a little bit. And then all he has to do is fight. All he has to do is fight on certain, not all, but certain pay-per-views.
What's the point of having him?
Really, really sad.
It's a waste of space.
Waste of space.
Wasting talent.
Just like Shelton Benjamin. Anyways.
No. He's not a waste of space.
They're not doing anything with him.
But he's not a waste of space. Because if you're gonna say that, you might as well say that about everybody in that roster.
Oh, like Buddy Murphy?
Everybody. I don't even know what Buddy Murphy's done. He was cruiserweight. He lost the title. Now he's not anymore.
He got bumped up to Smackdown.
Not doing
or if you think about it, bumped down to Smackdown.
Mm-hmm.
You run a whole division, 205 Live, and then you move over to Smackdown, and they do nothing.
I need them to change that name. I need them
205 Live.
I need them to bring 205 Live to the main roster. And
really?
Just have it
like that Raw thing that they did?
Like they
the beginning of the year?
No, like just have it to like how it used to be. Where they had the Cruiserweight title a long time ago with Eddie Guerrero and all them. At Hurricane Homes, and how they did it. It was a lot more enjoyable than just having to I gotta tune in after Smackdown to watch 205 Live. I'm like, because everybody wants to watch a bunch of cruiserweights on one brand. True. Nobody wants to do that. Like, if you do, that's cool, but...
Do you? Let us know. Comment section. Down below. So, after that, you had a 6-man tag. But guess what? Not only was it a 6-man tag, it was a 2 out of 3 falls match.
Oh yeah, with the Ricochet, Usos, and Revival, and
Robert Roode.
Robert Roode.
Even though his first name was Bobby Roode, but he changed his name to Robert Roode because he had a mustache.
He has a mustache.
But now, when you look at him, he has a full blown out beard again. So is he Robert Roode still, or is he Bobby Roode again?
No, he's just he's Mr. Robert Roode now.
Why don't I just call him Mr. Roode? Because we don't know what he is. Anyways,
Mr. Roode. He's not glorious anymore.
They bring him back, so that way. Anyway, let's not start there. So the first fall went to the Usos.
Of course.
And it actually went to Ricochet. Ricochet hit, he put his knee on the guy, but didn't do like a running knee. Put his knee on the guy, and then dropped down to the floor, and then pinned him. Yeah. Second fall went to Ricochet. No, I'm sorry. It went to the Revival and Robert Roode. And then the final went to the Usos and Ricochet. And then after that, AJ Styles and the Club come walking out. And Ricochet does his fly thing, flies over the top rope, and hits AJ Styles. Numbers game comes to play. AJ Styles and the Club beat up Ricochet, and then the Usos say, we ain't having none of this, and then they beat up the Club.
To no success, by the way. They didn't beat up the Club. The Club beat them up. And then they beat up Ricochet.
Yeah. It was no bueno.
It was actually pretty good, actually. They're using a stable. Like, they're only stable in the roster.
True.
Like an actual stable, like NWO stable, D-Generation X stable.
Like a three person.
It don't even have to just be 3 person. It's just a stable full of 3 to 5 people.
Mhm.
Like there's more people to a team. Like Undisputed Era. I dropped the thumbtack. Don't get up.
Heard that.
But I want to see more stables. I want to see more stables going at it. I miss like just having people just coming out or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and then just jumping each other, and then a big old mess in the ring.
Yeah,
And
but
then,
that's
and then you just have people just kind of like
PG-13.
just like pointing at people while they're getting like shoved out of the freaking arena. Just like that's cool. You know, like I miss that stuff.
But that's PG-13 because that's violence.
So there's violence every day on TV.
Hopefully,
USA Network don't know shit.
hopefully, we get out of this PG era because it's garbo,
It's looking like it.
and it is.
You know, because they're dropping a bunch of curse words now. So, like, apparently that's a hint. They're like, oh, hey, we're bringing back
Bringing back that
attitude era, kind of,
Yeah,
but not really.
I don't think.
I don't know what they're doing.
So then you had
So this cross-branded all-star top 10 battle royale. They announced this at the beginning of the show. Why?
Why? Why did they announce it at the beginning?
No, just
Or
like,
why have it?
Just why have it? Because we all know who was gonna win that at the end. They do away with what was it? Where if the champion loses the title,
They have a rematch.
They have a rematch clause. They got rid of that. Why?
Because
Like,
it
if
wasn't
they were gonna-
giving everybody else opportunities.
Because we're gonna talk about this later. Because we already know who's gonna win that.
Yeah. We already had a
So-
feeling who was going to win it.
So why do something stupid like that when you can be like, okay, rematch clause?
Because when you do something like that, it gives the people an opportunity of saying, like, ooh, I really want to see this. Because we've already seen Braun versus Brock. We've already seen Roman
already know
Reigns
that's not
versus
gonna happen.
Brock. We've already seen Seth Rollins versus Brock.
But they have other people like within that. I would have rather have seen a Brock Lesnar versus Randy Orton.
I was voting for that too. But let's
But we all know they would have treated Randy Orton like a freaking ragdoll in that match too. So it don't matter either way. Because everybody's a ragdoll when they go against freaking Brock Lesnar. Come on, man.
It's sad. It's sad.
But like I'm still saying though, like because when you already know who's gonna win it, why even bother doing a whole 10-man battle? You know, you'd be like, man, I don't want to see all this just to find out that I'm like, oh, duh. Like just rematch closet, like wasting time.
Yeah.
You're wasting time.
Yeah, I can see where you're coming from.
I think it's wasting time. I just miss rematch clauses because it made storylines continue.
Do you miss the rematch clauses? But let us know in the comment section below.
So,
I understand where you come from.
and then Viking Raiders. Okay, yes, yeah. Viking Raiders backstage. They're next against another squash tag team. I don't even.
That was sad. I really want them to do something. I really want them up against AOP.
I say this every time. Every time it comes up. Get rid of squash matches. It is not doing what it's meant to do anymore.
It's sad.
Like, we know what's going on, kind of. Just squash matches aren't really gonna put across that they're strong.
But that's it. What about Viking Raiders versus Heavy Machinery?
Well, there's some build up to it. I don't want just a match for a match to happen.
Right. But like,
If it's
there's
a match
so
to
many-
set up, but if it's a match to set up a story, then yeah, like let's go.
yeah,
for it.
there's so much potential, but all they're doing is squash matches, which is not good. It hurts a reputation after a while.
Yeah, like when you keep doing it, because they did it with Braun Strowman. I'm like, oh, I'm not. I wasn't impressed as everybody else was. I'm like, it's just a squash match. Even with the big wrestlers too that they use for squash matches, I'm like, this is not impressive, man. You're not. I'm like, we all know what the big man stereotype is. Just give us something worthwhile, because I liked a lot of the stuff they Big Show did before he. I don't know what he's doing right now. What is he doing?
I have no idea.
Big Show.
No idea.
I'll look into that later. Big Show and Mark Henry, when they were champions, they were champions, man.
I miss Mark Henry.
Freaking these guys, like Mark Henry had a good title run, and he was like this powerhouse thing. I'm like, this is a big man.
He could bend a frying pan. That was awesome.
But like the stuff they did with Big Show and Mark Henry's good and bad. I really,
the strongest tag team in the world.
I'm just like, we just need to be done with this squash match stuff for the big man.
Agreed.
Like it's not doing what it's supposed to do, and it's just dragging on the show that's already dragging on. So
yeah, I agree. So then you had Drew McIntyre versus
Cedric Alexander. I think Cedric won this one.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, by pinfall.
By a roll-up victory. This is the first of many on the show.
That is true.
I did like how it wasn't like Drew McIntyre destroying him and then he gets the pin 1, 2, 3. I did like that. I don't like that.
Right.
But they didn't do that. So he had some offense. Drew had offense. He had offense. Drew had offense. And then he won with a roll-up.
So, and then after that, Finn Balor?
Yeah, there was a Finn Balor and Bro.
Was it backstage?
And Joe promo.
Yeah, it was a backstage promo, right? Mm-hmm. Apparently, Finn Balor's talking about how he lost the title to Shinsuke, blah, 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 stuff about moving forward. Balor wants his title back, but the title he should be getting back is the Universal title.
Mm-hmm.
But
we'll see if that happens.
No, it's not going to happen.
So Joe goes out there, right? His music hits. He's sitting in the ring. And Charlie or Sarah, I think the other blonde name is. She interviews Roman Reigns while Joe is waiting in the ring. While Joe is waiting in the ring, this lady, this interviewer, asks Roman Reigns, "Are you excited for your 10-man All-Star Battle Royal tonight?"
Yeah.
There's a match about to go on. You can't do it before the match or after the match? Joe has to sit in the ring and wait?
Really? They had him waiting?
Yes.
I mean, I guess.
Which I don't get. I don't get that. I don't get it. So, he's like, yes, I'm very excited to be the number one contender. This has been a great week. I beat Shane McMahon and Drew McIntyre on Sunday. This is Roman Reigns.
Wait. Why are we getting to Roman Reigns?
Because he had a promo.
Before the
Finn Balor match. While Joe was standing in the ring, he had a promo. I made the same face. He's very excited that he's going to win the 10-man Battle Royal tonight because he's had a good week. Sunday he beat Shane McMahon and Drew McIntyre. He won an Etsy for returning from his leukemia bout, which he didn't even win on stage. He only won on the red carpet. Yeah.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Yeah.
Let's move on. Anything
Bad.
okay, whatever.
He leaves. And then Finn Balor comes out.
Okay, so match ends with a pinfall.
A roll up.
A roll up.
A roll up victory. Joe rolls up Finn.
He wins.
Second one. Second one of the day. Let's keep counting. See how many.
This is the interesting part about this match. I usually like Finn Balor versus Samoa Joe from NXT.
Mm-hmm.
Great stuff all around, always. But I think this one's... I don't know. It felt short to me.
The match?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a short match.
It was short. So...
well, yeah. It was probably like 5-10 minutes.
I didn't even feel like... Not even close to 10.
Mm-mm.
It wasn't even close to 10. Not even close to 5, I don't think. But as soon as the match ends, lights go off.
Well, when the match ends, Finn goes crazy and hits all of his moves on him.
On Samoa Joe?
Yeah. So he does the sling blade.
He just jacks him up.
He does the sling blade, and then he does the kick into the corner, and then the coup de grace.
Yeah, he just jacked him up.
And then he did the 2 sweets.
Oh. You think he's going to join the club? I hope he joins the club.
Oh.
We need some more, like... This is what I'm talking about. We need stables. Stables. You got stables like the New Day.
Stables.
The club. I mean, like, good Lord. I'm just waiting for it.
So after that,
lights cut off on him. All you hear is Finn getting his ass beat. All you hear is I'm like, well, okay. I'm like, okay. Lights come back on and it's Bray Wyatt. He got him in the.
yes.
Bray has him in the. Is holding Balor in the
Sister Abigail.
Yes, Sister Abigail, which is he's still using. I thought Sister Abigail was
a previous Bray Wyatt thing.
Yeah, I thought that was like already done with. So I guess he's still rolling with Sister Abigail move unless he hasn't called it by anything else yet. But he's known as the Fiend now, which I think is a gradual evolution. It was weird how it all started with the whole. With the whole Funhouse thing. Everybody liked it. I thought it was weird, but I enjoyed it too. So
9 episodes of the Funhouse, Bray Wyatt's Funhouse.
I thought it was weird, but it was fun while it lasted. The whole Yowie Wowie thing.
Yowie Wowie.
It wasn't too bad. But he hits his Sister Abigail on Finn Balor and. The lights go off and Wyatt laughs. That's all you hear after that. And I think they're using this for Balor because I did read. This is a rumor. I'm not sure if it's true or not. It's a rumor to me still. So, Balor is gonna be MIA for a little bit.
Really?
Yeah.
I would love to see.
So they're using this as an exit.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So that's what I'm thinking that this is what's going on.
I would love to see at SummerSlam the Fiend versus the Demon.
If Balor comes back for SummerSlam.
If he does. But you gotta know that the Demon is undefeated. He's undefeated at
SummerSlam.
No, he's undefeated on the card. On all of WWE, he's undefeated. The Demon's undefeated.
Which is I don't get why they don't utilize it too much. I know it's a lot of body paint and stuff like that, and I see why they don't do it too much. It's just a lot of work, and it's just a lot of new designs all the time. So it's better to save them for like pay-per-views and stuff like that. So I understand why they don't use it too much.
Yeah. It must be a lot of time to put on that face mask, on the face paint too.
Face paint? It's not even just face paint, it's body paint too.
Oh yeah.
It's face, head to like torso. So it's a lot of work, I understand it. But yeah, I think I just want when he comes back, if if he's really leaving for a little bit, and he comes back to challenge for a world title with either Universal or WWE.
Yeah, that'd be great.
So I'm just like, I'm ready to see this man because he deserved that first to be the first title reign of the Universal Champion. So nobody dislikes him.
Finn?
Yeah, I don't.
No.
Not.
Probably Vince. But.
I'm not gonna say nobody because I know there's some people who, you know, you go in the world of Twitter, you find a lot of people who just hate on everything.
Mm-hmm.
So there are some people who kind of like, oh, you know, Finn Balor's boring. I'm like, that's bullshit. I love Finn Balor.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't need to say any more about that. But I really think when he comes back, he should go for that.
Oh, I totally agree. So then you had a Drake Maverick segment when he was in the hotel room with his wife, saying that they were going to consummate the marriage, and he's laying in bed. He's wearing like really short tidy whities, and he's looking at the title in bed, and he's like, "Stay up, stay up, stay up, stay up, stay up, stay up," and it was really, really odd. Really, really odd.
I think Drake Maverick's run with the title is really weird.
Really weird, but really entertaining. So there's a knock on the door, and so his wife goes and gets it, and she's like, "Oh, it's the champagne," and he recognizes the maitre d', the server, and it's a WWE referee. He's like, "Wait, I know you. Somebody's here. We gotta go." And R-Truth comes out with a roll up.
I don't really count. I wouldn't really count that.
It's a match. It's a match. The 24/7 title is open 24/7.
If it's not in a ring, it's not a match.
It's a match. 24/7 title.
It's not a match.
So he gets the pinfall, and R-Truth is your 9-time 24/7 champion. But it was a funny segment. Stay up, stay up, stay up.
It was weird. I was in and out of this whole thing. So then we got Zack Ryder versus Mike Kanellis. I'm not saying much about this. I don't really care for this storyline. I love Zack Ryder. Whatever the storyline they're going for with Mike Kanellis and Maria,
I don't know. But it needs to stop.
It's weird.
It is bad.
It's really weird. So, but Zack Ryder won that, and then then Maria says to Mike, she says that she should have wrestled. Her unborn child had a better chance of beating Ryder in a wrestling match than Mike.
Not her unborn child.
Her unborn child.
That was messed up.
So whatever. Then we got the club versus Lucha House Party. That was a crazy match.
That was really, really good.
That was crazy.
That was really, really good. And during the match, Ricochet comes out and beats up AJ Styles, which then they have to restart the match.
He just jacks up. What did they do with Ricochet?
Because WWE doesn't want to have wrestling in between the commercial breaks. Right?
They do it all the time.
They do it all the time on Smackdown because they have that little camera.
No, they still do it on Smackdown.
I know, but Raw doesn't want to do it.
Raw does it all the... No, I'm saying that. Smackdown does it too. They do it like every now and then. They don't do it for every single match. It's just like... Depends on what match it is. But they don't do it for every single match where the screen just goes right there into the corner and then you have your stupid commercial from USA. Mm-hmm. They don't do it.
No.
Like, Raw does... I think Raw did it once.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay. Where's the rest of it?
Okay.
I'm just like, so like, it doesn't really matter how much SmackDown does it, because SmackDown still does it how Raw does it.
Well, they have that little camera that goes, that little
Yeah, that's
video.
what I'm saying, but they don't do that a lot on SmackDown.
No, they do. They do it like twice an episode.
Twice, but in the whole show is an hour. I'd rather they do
2
that.
hours.
I'd rather they do that for the whole thing.
I would love that.
Than just for like a couple matches or just 2 matches.
Yeah, I would love that.
Whatever. But yeah. What was it? It was
If we're looking down, we're looking at our notes.
Yeah.
Just saying.
So they go to commercial break. Styles drop kicks Lince Dorado down. Gallo tags in, stomps him. Anderson tags in, knees Dorado. Anderson applies a chin lock. Whatever. Dorado fights. He fights out of it. Then we see Anderson knocks off Grand Metalik off the apron, and Kalisto takes. Kalisto doesn't like this. This was a good thing right here. I actually enjoyed this one. So Dorado quickly catches Anderson with a handspring stunner. Oh, I love these guys. I love the Jailhouse Party, even though they haven't been doing anything substantial, because they've been getting beat up on. Yeah. And I'm like, come on, man, just give them something. Mm-hmm. And like, so it was really good. Then Kalisto tags in, punches Styles before kneeing Gallows. Kalisto hits a handspring back elbow before hitting a head scissor DDT. Metalik and Dorado connect with a stereo suicide, dives before Kalisto hits Anderson with a somersault senton. Styles grabs Kalisto's feet. Anderson and Kalisto nearly botch a spine buster. Did you see that?
I didn't see that one.
You didn't see that?
No.
They almost jacked that jink.
Really?
Spine buster. Spine buster is supposed to be like, it's like an easy move to do. You know, it's like how Triple H kind of does it. He just kind of grabs him, just slams him on the ground.
Oh yeah, I know. I know that. I know.
So I'm just like, I was a little bit surprised. I'm just like, how do you almost botch a spine buster?
How do you almost botch a stunner?
Like missing the whole freaking
Smackdown reference.
To who's
Kevin Owens.
Oh, who's?
He stunned Shane McMahon at the beginning of the show. But we'll get back. We'll get to that. That's next. After the Raw review.
He botched that at the beginning?
We'll see. Keep going.
Oh, man, I must have missed. Okay, but yeah, so Anderson and Kalisto nearly botched spine buster, but they make out okay with it. Gallus and Anderson hit the boot of doom before tagging in Styles. Styles applies the calf crusher to win. They win by submission in a tag team match.
I know.
It's a 6-man tag team match, right?
I know.
It's a 6-man tag team match, and they win by submission. I wasn't a big fan of that, but hey, at least Styles can say he won a tag team match with a submission.
Yeah, that's true. That doesn't happen a lot.
So then after the match, Styles holds in the calf crusher for a bit before standing with the club. Then that was it. Just kind of adding insult to injury to that. And then what's next?
Next was the Fatal 4-Way Elimination match between Bliss, Carmella, Naomi, and Natalya. Now this one is to get the how can I forget this? Seth Rollins does a promo.
We don't need to hear.
And says, "I don't know where Becky Lynch is. She hasn't texted me. I don't know if she's going to be here tonight." So, Alexa Bliss music hits. She comes walking out for the match. Carmella music hits. She comes walking out for the match. And she's dating, what's his name? Corey Graves. And Corey Graves and Carmella. It's on their Instagram. So Corey Graves is like, "What has Carmella done? What has Carmella done recently?" And I'm like, "That's your girlfriend."
Like, how you gonna talk trash about
How are you gonna talk trash about your girlfriend? Natalya music hits. Naomi music hits.
That is so weird. Why would you?
Right after that, Becky Lynch music hits. I guess Becky and Seth aren't in communication anymore, because how could you not know that your girlfriend is there?
I don't know. Story-wise, none of this made sense.
Oh my gosh.
None of it made sense. Because in real life, of course they know they're going to be there. Because in WWE, if you're a couple or you're married or you're engaged, whatever the hell it is that you are with somebody else, they'll let you travel or whatever, be in the same brand.
Yeah.
So that's why Charlotte never left. Andrade Cien Almas was supposed to go to Raw. But because Charlotte
Flair was in SmackDown,
she didn't want him to go. So he stayed in SmackDown, which changed up a lot of stuff that could have been good actually. So I don't know, but yeah, it was weird that the whole I'm like, how do you not know if Becky's not here? I'm like, is that supposed to be like a hey, this is a surprise, the man might be in the building?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh.
Okay.
Okay, you didn't need to do that, but okay.
So, Bliss rolls up Carmella. That's number 4 for counting. Then Natalya rolls up Naomi. That's 5. Bliss versus Natalya is they're the final 2. Surprising. So surprising. Natalya wins. Natalya is not good.
She's not bad.
Promo sucks.
She's not bad.
Wrestling?
She just
good.
She just doesn't. She hasn't gotten anything good since Beth left. Because her thing was with Beth Phoenix the entire time. So when Beth retired, she's kind of been stuck. I believe she's kind of just been stuck, just floating in the middle, just kind of I'm here, I exist. So whenever kind of thing. So I was a little bit shocked to see her win that match.
Yeah, me too. I was very, very shocked that she won that match.
I was like, okay, not who I thought was gonna win, but all right.
Not at all.
There's just a whole bunch of exposition, bunch of stuff. Really not gonna talk about the whole Miz TV special. Dolph Ziggler. It's a bunch of rehash of what happened in the last 2 weeks.
But Miz, something to note on is Miz and Dolph Ziggler had a rivalry back in the day.
Yes, which apparently they're bringing it back.
Yeah.
I still. That's a thing now again. So I don't know. Just more 24/7 championship stuff. In his hotel room. Yeah, that was what happened in the hotel room. The whole thing, whatever. That was after the Fatal 4-Way.
Oh, that's right. Because he was. Since when do hotels have laptops? By the way.
Never.
Okay, just making sure.
Not that I've known of. I mean, I've only been to the Marriott and stuff like that. So. Then it's the cross-banded All-Star Top 10 Battle Royale.
Top 10. Since when is Sami Zayn top 10?
I don't know. But he's not a bad wrestler. He's a really good wrestler. So
that's a good point.
He's really good. So it was Big E. It was supposed to be Daniel Bryan.
It was, but he had some very life or career-altering news that he was going to tell on Smackdown.
But he didn't. So we'll get there. Let's just get through this fast, because there's just a lot of shit that happened. So, bell rings, brawl breaks out, Seth Rollins charges at Baron Corbin. That rivalry's still a thing. Whatever. Corbin chokeslams Rollins and sends him over the top rope. But he holds on. Whatever. I didn't know Baron Corbin could do a chokeslam. That was something new. I'm like, okay.
I was happy that Sami Zayn wasn't the first one out.
No, but
he was a tiny man, except for Rey Mysterio, who also was a tiny man.
Oh yeah, Rey Mysterio was in this, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't he like who was the first one? Wasn't he the one eliminated first?
Cesaro was eliminated.
Oh yeah,
first.
Cesaro was eliminated first. He was eliminated by Lashley. Mysterio attacks Lashley. Strowman then throws Lashley out of the ring, so Lashley was the second one down.
And then Roman pushed out Braun.
No, Strowman and Big E square off.
Which looked great because Braun gave... Big E gave Braun the big ending.
Yeah, Big E screws Strowman and hits him with the big ending. Big E turns into an arm.
So good.
And then he turns around. Randy RKO's him. And Zayn eliminates Big E. Okay, whatever. Saw that coming.
And he freaks out. He has like a schoolgirl, I'm so happy.
Yeah.
Little.
He's gloating.
Yeah.
He's gloating. Then he turns around and gets RKO'd.
And he's next. I think he's the next one.
He turns around, gets hit with an RKO. Then Mysterio punches. Hold on. Okay, so hits him with the RKO. Mysterio drop kicks Zayn into the 619 position. Proceeds to do it, and then Orton eliminates Zayn. Reigns turns to Orton, but Orton drops him with a freaking RKO. The best thing I've ever seen in my life. I'm like, man.
It was good.
It was so
good.
good.
It was so good.
So then Mysterio hits Reigns with a 619. He gets him into the 619 position after Orton hits him with the RKO.
Mm-hmm.
619 for Mysterio. And Mysterio hits Reigns with a 619, and Reigns starts punching Orton. Mysterio hits Orton with a seated senton. Corbin then eliminates Mysterio. Like a bitch. So now it's just Rollins, Reigns, Corbin, Strowman, and Orton. That's a lot of guys to...
Yeah, that was a lot.
And then,
it was really, really good match.
So, a bunch of stuff happens. Let me go through my notes. So, I'm gonna go look by elimination. See you guys eliminated again. Rollins then eliminated Strowman and Reigns. Yeah. Rollins eliminates both Strowman and Reigns at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Because they were teetering.
Yeah, they were teetering on the ropes. Was it on the ropes?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they were both on the ropes, right?
Mm-hmm. And then Randy Orton was actually went through the middle ropes, and he was on the floor.
He was still in. So
he was still in.
He
had to go
rolled
over the top,
out.
obviously.
Yeah, he rolled out from under the ring under the ropes. So then Rollins was celebrating kind of because he think he won. I'm like, I don't. Yeah, but Orton comes up, starts punching on Rollins and hits a hanging DDT,
which I love. Yeah. Vintage.
So was there a reason why Brock
that
Lesnar
and
was
power
out there?
slams? I love power slams.
Was there a reason why Brock Lesnar was out there?
What, he was there?
He was there, right? He was out there at the beginning, right?
I don't know. Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Because he was sitting down.
Oh yeah. So okay, I completely got confused. This whole battle royale is about him anyway. So Orange just talking shit to Lesnar. Then Rollins, I think he kicks him in the gut, right? He kicks him and gets the stomp on him, and then wins.
Just throws him over.
He throws him over.
Seth Rollins is your winner.
So, like I was saying earlier, Rollins winning was such. It was so obvious.
Yeah, it was.
I would have preferred to have seen Orton. Orton hasn't been in the world.
A lot of people were actually voting for Orton. You could hear it like in the crowd. Orton.
Yeah, because it's been a while since we've seen him in a title run, and his title runs haven't really been too good.
Yeah, that's true.
So, it's like, didn't he have that match with Lesnar at a pay-per-view like a year ago?
Mm-hmm.
I was so upset about that.
Yeah, because he got ragdolled.
Yeah, he exactly what I said earlier, didn't he?
Not only did he get ragdolled, but Brock kept hitting him with a naked elbow, just right in the head. Not even withholding his punches, just right in the head.
That whole match was stupid.
Yeah. So
but
that was Raw. So let's get into a Smackdown review. So they started up with the town hall meeting, which I believe was complete garbage. Because they turned off Kofi Kingston's mic while he was talking. And it was just a prelude to what matches we were going to see today. What we were going to see on Tuesday.
It was just set up for matches.
Yeah, it was completely dumb.
So,
but Roman Reigns had my favorite quote of the night. He said, "You want me to be respectful? You can kiss my ass." I was like, "Oh!"
Okay.
And then
I didn't really think it was all that great.
No, it was garbage. But how he said it, I thought that was great. But yeah, it was just a prelude, and then after it, after he cut off Kofi Kingston's mic, because Kofi Kingston was actually going to spit some truth, he was like, "It's been 11 years since I've gotten the championship," and then Shane's just going like this, like, "Turn off the mic, turn off the mic." And then when the mic turns off, he's like, "Oh man, I'm sorry. Looks like we have some technical difficulties with your mic." You're in the ring. You're in the ring, and you were going like this. Really?
It was bad all around.
It was bad.
Like, I knew what they were trying to do, and it was just like, this is... Stop. Like, I told you, the whole Kevin Owens thing is... It's a story, man. It's...
Good story, though.
It's not a good story.
I like it.
They're just mimicking what CM Punk did before he left.
I like it a lot.
I don't. It's just, that's what they're trying to... I think that's what they're trying to cash off of. And it's really not working. It's not doing what it's supposed to be doing. I don't think it's doing what it's supposed to be doing. It's not good.
So, after that, there was one person who stayed, and it was Cesaro. Cesaro requested a match with Aleister Black, which was a good match. This is what I don't understand. He asks for the match. Shane McMahon says, "Granted, you got your match. Even though you're a Raw superstar." And Cesaro goes, "Well, wild card." And so Shane goes, "Fine. Smart. You got your match." Cesaro leaves and goes backstage.
To come right back up.
Goes backstage. Aleister Black's music hits. They go to a commercial break. Aleister Black's music hits. Aleister Black walks out. Cesaro's music hits.
He walks back.
Cesaro walks out. Why not just stay?
Moving on.
Why not just stay? Stay.
Moving on.
Aleister Black won.
He wins that with... hits him with Black Mass, goes for the cover and gets the win by pinfall. Then some backstage stuff with Dolph and Shane.
I can make it happen. I want Kevin Owens tonight.
Tell Shane someone should teach Kevin a lesson, and it should be him, blah, blah, blah. Shane grants it. Then we have a commercial break that leads to, get this, Liv Morgan versus Charlotte Flair.
New, and I love it.
It was new. It was something different. It's not Charlotte fighting the same people over and over again.
Becky Lynch, Jesus. Alexa Bliss, Sasha Banks.
Like, I don't hate Charlotte Flair. I don't hate her. I just hate how much she's been fighting the same people.
Mm-hmm.
The whole Raw Women's Championship with Sasha Banks, the whole thing. I'm like, oh my god, finish this already. The back and forth between them, I hated it. Then the back and forth, like, it was good for a while between her and Becky Lynch. Then I'm like, okay, story done. All right, done. Now it's her and Ronda Rousey. I'm like, I'm ready for this. I'm excited for this. You know, this was building up to be something good.
Mm-hmm.
And then they somehow managed to jack that up. They threw in Charlotte Flair in there. And I'm just like, oh no.
Oh no. Oh no.
And I'm just like, this was just supposed to be a Becky, but that's just the whole thing I'm getting into. I'm just saying, this
something
is
new.
This is something new.
Something new and exciting.
So yeah, something new for Charlotte Flair. I was going for Liv Morgan on this one. So I like Liv Morgan.
Yeah, I wanted Liv to win too.
I like Liv a little bit more than I do Charlotte Flair. So,
then Liv takes, after Liv loses, she takes the mic off of.
Yeah, hold on. Okay, so this is how it ended. Liv jumps onto so Liv grabs Charlotte from behind, but an elbow to the face by Flair. Morgan on the second rope. Flair chokes her. You know, she does it. Morgan gets back up, chopped to the chest by Flair. She lifts Morgan up, but Liv stands on her feet and hits her with a step up enziguri. She stomps on the back of Flair's neck. She goes for the cover, but a kick out. Liv jumps onto Flair, but Flair catches her and lands a powerbomb. Flair with a figure 4 and into the figure 8 as Liv Morgan taps out. This was actually, this whole match was kind of just short.
But it showed Liv Morgan's potential.
She has potential.
That was the biggest thing.
She has a lot of potential. And her time being in Riot Squad didn't really shine. Didn't make her shine too much. Because I don't think they even knew what they were doing with the Riot Squad. I know they introduced the whole team with at the same time as Paige, Mandy Rose, and Sonya Deville. That whole team, and then like Riot Squad happened the day after, and I was just like, what?
Yeah, yeah, I know.
So, but yeah, Liv Morgan, she's very exceptional.
Oh, I thought she was great.
She's good, but Charlotte won. Think it was after the match. Liv grabs Corey's headset. She says Charlotte was right, and when I come back, I'm gonna be real. She slams the headset and leaves. So apparently, this is a turning point for Liv.
I hope so. I want her to come back stronger.
So she comes back. Hopefully, she's entered into the championship picture because she needs to be in it.
Oh, I agree.
I think she
absolutely.
I think she's earned more. Like a couple more matches after she comes back from whatever this means. What she said. I think she'll do pretty good. She'll do good. Then outside the arena, I guess Dolph was talking to some referee. Takes a number from his cell phone.
Yes. He punches in like 4 numbers, and he's like, "Yep, got it." Because he's trying to call Kevin Owens to get him back into the arena.
So referee just has Kevin Owens' number. Okay.
I know, which is ridiculous.
I mean, like, I know outside of work they all know each other to some extent, but like in the middle of a show, you don't just come and ask a referee for Kevin Owens' phone number, and they just magically just happen to have it.
And it's only 4 numbers.
It's only 4 numbers. I don't know, because I know WWE likes doing this when they do like fake calls.
Mm-hmm.
They don't even bother to actually have like a call going on.
No.
But all you see is just this.
Like they're like
all
the
you
home
see
screen.
is all you see is the home screen. That's it. That's all you see, and they're like, yeah.
Oh, hello?
It's so stupid.
No way. Then you had Fire and Desire.
Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville versus Amber Moon and this was corny. The whole
Corny?
setup for the match.
I thought it was
the setup was corny. Like
the setup was corny.
The setup for the match was corny.
Oh yeah, the setup for the match was bad.
How they're handling Amber Moon is corny.
Yeah, she doesn't even have her whole shtick anymore.
No, I don't know what she is anymore.
No.
She's lost her whole appeal in the main roster. And I'm just like, what's her goal? What's her thing now? Like, why am I interested in Ember Moon?
Yeah.
You know, even, and it's such a shame because I love Ember Moon and I love her NXT days. But just, and then like, she put in some work when she got moved up to the main roster. Almost got close to Money in the Bank, championship titles, but like, for some reason they just don't want her. I'm like, why?
Mm-hmm.
Like, get her up
do
there.
something with her, yeah.
Get her up there.
Well, now Bailey won. So Ember Moon pinned. Was Nyla Rose? No. She pinned. No. Nyla Rose.
Sonya gets in the ring, but Bailey with the Bailey to belly. Ember goes for the cover and gets the pin. She gets the pin on.
What's her name?
On Sonya.
No, not Sonya.
Or was it Mandy?
Mandy Rose.
No, Mandy didn't get pinned. It was
Yes,
Sonya
she
that
did.
got pinned.
Nope. Sonya Deville was not pinned.
Oh, Sonya gets in the ring, but okay,
Yeah.
I remember now. Okay.
She gets into the ring, and Bailey hits the bell. So
I got confused.
So Bailey and Ember Moon won. And Bailey was like, I need somebody to face me for SummerSlam. And I need somebody to be charismatic. And if they win, I need them to be to hold the championship to high standards.
Basically, Ember Moon.
And then she's like, what should I do? What should I do? And then she goes, what do you say? And that was it. So I guess the champions can pick out who their challengers are. Because if I was a championship, I would always choose Drake Maverick.
I would never choose Drake Maverick.
Well, because I would always win.
Freaking, there's no organization in these things. There's no.
No, it was bad.
There's no like first contender matches. There's none of that anymore. It's just a bunch of shit that just happens, and then like, oh, there's a match.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was bad.
There's no structure.
No.
There's no structure.
Shinsuke has a promo in the back. Ali interrupts, slams the Intercontinental Championship.
I'm not interested in this.
Oh, what?
I'm not.
And says,
For one, there's
congratulations, champ.
For one, where has Shinsuke been? I'm not blaming Shinsuke for this. I'm just like, where has he been? He's been doing a bunch of live shows, dark matches. He won the title in a dark match. No, it wasn't a championship. He pinned Finn Balor at a dark match to be #1 contender.
Mm-hmm.
For a match, and I'm just like,
but why?
Why not televise that? That's an important thing to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, like,
it's a championship.
It's like it's nice that the people got to see that at a house show, but I'm like, but that's a championship. Like that's important to your overall storytelling. You don't televise that.
I know. And
then you mention it in passing. I'm like, you guys don't care about your Intercontinental title.
No.
As much
it's
as
only about the two main.
And the only one that's doing good is the WWE title.
Mm-hmm.
The
Universal is
dookie. Then we have the whole New Day celebration, whatever. How Kofi beat Samoa Joe, and then how Xavier Woods and Big E won the World Tag Team Champions and how they're all champions, blah blah blah. And then this is when Daniel Bryan comes out. Whatever, he's just like, oh, I got something to say. I think that's where it was, right? And he just says whatever.
He didn't say anything. He walked out 4 times, didn't say anything. The 4th time he walks out, he goes and he grabs the microphone and he just goes like this. And then he leaves.
And then Joe comes out talking about he wants to be champion. Randy comes out saying the same thing. And then I think Elias too? No, it wasn't Elias. Was it Elias? Let's see.
So I don't have cable, right? So I don't watch I don't watch it on the TV. I do have DirecTV now, but we had a really bad storm, and so my video crapped out. I did not see anything else after this point. So we're gonna refer to Jomar.
So it was. So a whole match came out of this. I think it was a
6-man tag. I know that.
It was a 6-man tag. Then they went before the match started. They went on commercial break, and then it starts off with Kofi's in the ring with Elias, spinning elbow by Kofi as he goes for the cover, but the referee breaks it up. I just remember seeing that. I'm like,
what is going on here?
I'm like, you go for the cover, but I'm like, okay, whatever. Orton tries to get in, which gets Kofi's attention as Elias attacks him. Joe is tagged in. He sends Kofi hard into the turnbuckle. Joe runs towards Kofi, but gets hit with the double knees by Kofi. A kick by Kofi followed by a snapmare. Woods is tagged in as they double team Joe. Big E tagged himself in. He goes for the cover, but Joe kicks out. Both men back up as Joe hits him with the right hands, and Elias is tagged in. And abdominal stretch by Big E onto Elias. He sends Elias to the ropes and an elbow. Woods is tagged in as they double team Elias. Wood goes for the cover, but a kick out by Elias. Then Woods goes in with a clothesline. He goes for the cover again, but Elias kicks out. Both men are back up, and with the referee distracted, Orton drops Woods. Elias just starts throwing fists at Woods in the corner. Then a back elbow as he goes for the cover, but Woods kicks out. He throws Woods to the outside. Commercial break.
Jesus.
So back from commercial break, Elias is beating up on Woods in the ring, of course. So always happens. Headlock by Elias, but Woods fights out of it. Elias slams Woods onto the mat and hits Big E and Kofi off the ring apron. Samoa Joe attacks Big E on the outside. Elias places Woods on the top rope. Elias climbs the top rope as Woods fights him down. Woods jumps and drop kick by him. Tag is made as Kofi and Orton are in. Kofi with right hands and a drop kick onto Orton. Man, they really like to do a lot of drop kicks. The whole New Day, man. Kofi's just beating up on Orton. Kofi goes for Trouble in Paradise. Orton moves, goes for the RKO. Kofi moves Kofi off the top rope in a crossbody. He goes for the cover as Elias breaks it up. In comes Big E, and all hell breaks loose in the ring. Joe is sent to the outside as Woods flies over the top rope onto Joe. Woods hits Elias in the head as Joe trips Woods and locks in the Coquina clutch. Flying knee by Elias onto Big E on the outside. Elias gets back in, and Kofi with Trouble in Paradise. Orton with the RKO on Kofi. He goes for the cover and gets the pin. Just like that. Just done in by an RKO.
So Randy Orton pinned the WWE Championship. Champion. Wow.
Yeah. Then commercial break after that.
No way.
No way.
No way.
It was a commercial break.
Give me all the commercials.
So, and then backstage, Carmella backstage. It's the whole 24/7. They announce. So pretty much this whole backstage promo is just basically that they announced that Carmella and R-Truth are going to be at San Diego Comic-Con. R-Truth makes a joke out of it. He said, "Don't call me a con. I already paid my debt to society." But everybody knows.
I love R-Truth.
So, then it was the women's tag team championship match with the Kabuki Warriors versus the Iconics. It was, I don't even think it wasn't anything. It wasn't even that long of a match. It wasn't even
I
5
know
minutes.
because I watched the news, like the sport news, and I know that the Iconics were counted out.
Mm-hmm. So how
Here's
it
me.
went.
Were counted out.
So I forgot who. I know it was Billy Kay. She was going against Asuka. I think Asuka throws her out of the ring or some crazy shit. And they're being counted out. And then I think Peyton comes out of the ring, whatever, trying to get her back in the ring, and then kind of like, so that before they went back into the ring or trying to attempt to go back into the ring, they kind of started realizing, oh, they're on the count of like 8, and they're like, oh, we're just gonna stay out here and take the DQ, so they get counted out. And I'm just
Which
like,
I think WWE should do away with. Just saying.
No, I think countouts are still good, but to referees,
Discretion.
Because that's how they do it over in New Japan and in AEW too. So countouts aren't really. I'm like, they're not really don't count them out. Like they'll give them like a couple seconds and like, okay, come on, let's keep it in the ring.
Let's go. Come back in here.
But yeah, the Kabuki Warriors went by count out.
Kabuki Warriors.
So after the match was over, the Iconics were celebrating or whatever, and bold thing actually, this was kind of weird for Asuka and Kairi Sane. They went out there and attacked them.
Really?
Yeah.
I would have loved to seen that. Damn it, DirecTV now.
They
Not a sponsor.
They really jacked up Peyton Royce inside the ring. They blew her up.
Really?
Yeah, Kairi Sane did the elbow down.
Bam!
They really jacked her up. And then commercial break. I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't really watch the Andrade versus Apollo Crews.
Well, who won?
Apollo Crews won.
Finally. Hopefully this is a good Apollo Crews push, and it actually sticks.
But from what I see is, I just know that Andrade attacks Apollo Crews before the bell rings, jacks him up. So I already knew this match was going to be a long match. Because
I like
if you
Apollo.
know anything about WWE, when you start attacking somebody before the bell rings, it's not going to go long.
That's true.
It never does, and it rarely does.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't really seen a match like when somebody attacks before the bell rings go on for like 10 minutes. I'm like, no, that's not gonna happen. But yeah, but Apollo Crews gets him. He gets him with running double knees in the corner.
Nice.
Oh no, Andrade was trying to hit him with the running knees.
Oh.
He goes for the cover, but he gets he reverses
He rolls it. The most devastating move in WWE.
So Andrade goes for it. So he
pin.
reverses the pin into a pin.
Oh dear God. Oh my God.
Then the
roll ups everywhere.
So then it's just more clips of Raw after the match. Just
right.
Everything.
Because Smackdown is Raw 2.0 and the Raw review.
Kevin Owens versus Dolph Ziggler.
So the phone call, the 4-digit phone call that Dolph Ziggler makes actually works. Good. Good to know.
It worked.
Good to know.
Because they got him in to do the match.
I'm going to start. I only have, 9,999 chances of what that phone number is going to be. So I'm going to start today. I'm going to call you, Kevin Owens.
So this whole match, I'm not going to go into the specifics of this match. I'm just going to go into the important part of this match.
Okay.
Because the match never ended. Like, it was a no contest. Because of what happened.
Okay.
So,
this should be interesting.
So, throughout the match, whatever, it was a good match. It was going pretty well. Because Kevin starts it off with trying to go for a stunner. I guess that's his thing now. He's
That's his new finisher.
That's his new finisher now, apparently, is the stunner. I see y'all.
Is he the new Stone Cold Steve Austin?
I don't know. I'm not even worried about that. I just want them to be their own thing. They keep trying too hard for that. But he goes out right for the stunner. But Dolph avoids it. And, like, as the match goes on, Shane comes out. With a bunch of freaking Smackdown superstars.
So it's a lumberjack match?
No, he just comes out with them. There's a bunch of guys, and they surround the ring, and while Kevin is just talking trash to Shane, so Ziggler hits him with a zigzag from behind because that's always his thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like when somebody's not facing him, you always get him with that. Then I think Ziggler throws Kevin once more into the turnbuckle, shoulder first. Yeah, so he just jacks him up. Yeah, he's just wailing on him the entire time. Then then Ziggler tries to go for here's the part where Ziggler goes for the super kick. Kevin ducks and hits the stunner on Ziggler. He goes for the cover, but Shane drags Kevin out of the ring by his leg.
Really?
Yeah. He drags him out.
Shane, you done
So,
screwed up, boy.
When he does that, Kevin stunners Shane, and he runs out the ring.
Nice.
And that was it. That was the end of the match.
Nice.
That was the end of the night. That was like the whole big thing.
So, what would you give Raw out of 5 golden stars? Or 5 ESPY awards? What would you give it out of 5 ESPY awards?
I'll give it 2.
2 ESPYs.
Yeah.
Alright, and SmackDown?
This one, it was weird. This whole week was weird. Yeah. I'm gonna give it a 3.
So,
SmackDown.
I would give Raw 2. Or maybe 2.5. I would give SmackDown, because I bleed blue. I love SmackDown. I'd give it about 3. Like you said, 3.5.
I don't like anything that's going on right now. I don't have a brand.
My brand is AEW.
NXT is the only brand I actually enjoy.
Which one do you like? Which one do you like? Let us know. So link in the description below for our Twitter, our Instagram, our Twitch, and our merch store.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
So if you guys want to show some support, that'd be nice.
Buy that merch.
So
deuces.